Well, look at that. According to the latest Real Clear Politics average of national polls, Hillary, she's ahead in them there polls. 44.6 to 39.1. That's an awful lot of math. That's a 5.5 spread. Boy, I'll say. Thank you. But will the latest Wikileaks dump expose the Clinton campaign's soft underbelly? Here now to expose their luscious underbellies. It's my party panel. Tonight it's comedian Jimmy Fallon in a salmon blazer. He's joined by Fox News contributor Meghan McCain, stunning, and Dave Smith, host of Part of the Problem. It's a podcast. You must subscribe now. Welcome, everybody. So let's discuss.
Thank you.
Jimmy, you are opposed to the $15 an hour minimum wage.
Hate it.
Because you understand, as a comic and a former cabbie, it's actually a job killer.
Well, that's the problem. It's that it's not even so much an economic thing. It's that certain jobs in society are supposed to suck, to scare us into applying ourselves in life.
And here are these liberal economists telling Hillary Clinton's campaign, you guys, this isn't going to be good in the long run.
No, not good. So it will kill jobs. And again, people lose their motivation. Like, I motivate my child with tales of having to drive a cab for no money and argue with hookers on the Cross Bronx Expressway.
Which had nothing to do with being a cabbie.
It had nothing to do with the rate. I was arguing with the hookers for different reasons. But the point is, I was upset by this job, and it motivated me to work harder. Yeah. And here I am in a salmon blazer.
When you were arguing with the hookers about their rates, this was the cab rate.
Just to be clear. Okay. Just to be clear.
Oh, I had totally misunderstood that. I'm fascinated by this relationship, or lack thereof, between Doug Band and Chelsea Clinton. Because it's been documented that she has not liked him. She has wanted her away from her dad's good graces, or mediocre graces at best. So how awkward do you think it's going to be at Thanksgiving?
Well, very Thanksgiving. Very awkward, I think. But what's fascinating about the WikiLeaks, other than all of the things we understand about Hillary being pulled to the complete left by Bernie Sanders and all of his supporters, is
Elizabeth Warren.
Is this contentious relationship between Chelsea and the rest of the staff? I can't say I have always been on my best behavior, but my father's staff really is extended family to me. So it tells me a lot about the relationship between Hillary Clinton and her staff and how it's run. I want more emails about Huma and how jealous Chelsea is of Huma and her relationship with her second daughter. I like that Chelsea's finally being exposed for the overgrown baby that she actually is. I'm sick of the media treating her like she's a 13-year-old girl in the White House. She's a 36-year-old mother of two, a very powerful surrogate for these two people, and she's treated like she's 12.
Yeah, but it's really interesting because when she's upset with him, she's like, well, I'm just going to talk to my dad about it. Because I'm really not happy about the things I'm hearing in London, and now this augmented outrage is going to be brought up with my dad, and there's nothing they can say. What are they going to say? But it's interesting because Band is comfortable enough to copy Cheryl Mills and John Podesta, so obviously, they are very close. They're very comfortable speaking and communicating openly. I think Chelsea's a big spoiled brat, don't they?
People think that. People within the industry think that. I mean, that's kind of not a great secret that's been kept. So I like that things are finally being exposed.
One of the things was the Boston Globe emailing the Clinton camp saying, we want this to come out Tuesday, so when she's in New Hampshire, it's super. I mean, can you imagine an editor from a newspaper sending the same email to someone from the Trump campaign?
No. That's a pretty easy answer for me. No, I can't imagine that at all. Trump can't even win favor within his own party, let alone the media as a whole. But again, this is much like the Trump tape isn't that surprising if you know who Donald Trump is. This was kind of how you assumed he spoke in private language. If you watch the media at all, this isn't a secret. They're all in the tank for Hillary Clinton. They've been that way for a long time. This is the most concerted effort to ruin anybody I've ever seen in my life. Not a Trump supporter, but still, it's pretty blatant. So it's not shocking that they're coordinating together.
No, it's kind of obvious that's going on.